Greetings fellow adventurers, I'm Emmy and today we'll talk about the anime The New Gate. In this anime that again remind me a lot of Sword Art Online, we have Shin, who is super overpowered. It seems like he has everything normal people would usually wish for: health, power, and money. But watching this anime, I came to see a lot of things that is still affected or were relevant to someone who apparently had everything. So if you ever thought that after having these three things we are 100% sorted and we don't need anything else in life, watch this anime and this video till the end. Let's first check the anime story for context, and if the time is tight, make sure to check out the timestamps on my description. Shin is a human who got trapped in a game where if you died there, you would die for real. Pretty much similar to Sword Art Online, right? Except that in the first episode, he already beats the game, and it turns out that even after beating it, everyone logged out but him. 500 years passed in the game world, and he woke up in there somehow, and he has now decided to find a new way back to his real body. In this present moment, high humans, which was Shin's race in the game, are no longer existent, and they are treated as some kind of gods. Because of that, Shin travels with his friends, hiding his true identity and powers as much as he can. As a good isekai, Shin is overpowered. It seems like since the first episode, he has everything: power, health, and money. So the question is there something that could affect or still be relevant for someone like him? Well, let's check it out. First, knowledge. It's true, Shin wanted to go back to his old life, so he needed knowledge, but he honestly knew that this was extremely important. All his blacksmith knowledge, all his skills, every game hack, all the improvements he could make on those objects, he honestly recognized the value of knowledge, and he looked for it on libraries, church, and even through networking. Second, keep a private life. Our main character didn't want to cause an alarm. He did not want status. He did not want people knowing of his life. He did not want to be treated as a god. Shin wanted the freedom of an adventure life. He wanted to be able to do what he wanted when he wanted. And I do believe that people take their time to understand this in real life. Loads of people want to be famous, but imagine what it's like to don't have the peace to go to a bakery without people knowing you. Also, a lot of people share too much of their lives on social media. Nothing wrong with that, but certain things is better to keep in private. You never know what people can do with the information you share. And I don't even need to mention the bad energy that sometimes people throw at you because they are simply too jealous of your success. Keep active and understand your own limits. Shin was super overpowered, but he still kept active. He still tested his limits every time he could. He's an example that we should not accommodate, and that means go a little beyond that. Your exercise sometimes, read something new, or even study different topics. You don't need to do it every day, every week, but try to find a piece that suits your lifestyle. Desire for true freedom. Even after beating the game, Shin still saw the place he was living as some kind of game. It did not like he ever thought about actually living there. For him, his true freedom was in the real world. And we can translate this to real life, to every time we give up living a lie. Perhaps a relationship that you both know is no longer working but are still together because it's simply easier that way. Or maybe insisting in a job that's killing your mental health because you're too afraid to leave. To seek this true freedom, we need to have courage. It isn't easy, but it's definitely something worth fighting for. Keep loyal to what you believe in. What I love the most about Shin is that he did not get corrupted besides all that power. He was still kind and humble. He rejected the prince's proposal, and he would still help others every time he could. Perhaps when we have it all, we may like to feel useful to others even more. The pain to lose someone. Shin did not only lose his friend, but on the last episode, it seems like he also lost a person he loved. He admitted it. The pain was still there. He still had feelings for that girl, and when Gerard died, he really suffered. He was strong to don't show his true emotions at first, but when it was all over, he finally allowed himself to be sad and cry. The reaction to our triggers. When the boxer girl was being assaulted by the bandits, Shin was really pissed. It felt like that was some kind of trigger for him. Now, we all have our traumas. I like to believe that with time it gets easier, but maybe we will always have to be troubled by our scars. It does not matter how long time passes, certain situations will always act as some kind of trigger, and that's up to us to learn how to manage it, or be lucky enough to have someone close to us to get us back to our normal self. To be surprised by others' behavior. When you lived a long life or when you have a lot of experience, you may think you have seen it all. However, Shin was still surprised by others' behavior. That was especially true on the last episode when he got kissed. It's true that he's still getting used to his friend having more will, but that was something. People are little surprise boxes. It does not matter how much we think we know someone, they can still always surprise us. Now it's interaction time, and I would like to know, if you had everything, what do you wish to don't lose track of? I think the most important thing for me would be to don't be blinded by the money or power. We see that in fantasy and in real life. Both things change people a lot, and it may be a true challenge to don't lose our essence sometimes. Thankfully, that did not happen with Shin. He was still a kind-hearted and a nice human being most of the time. He would help others, he would suffer when losing his friends, and he would still be affected by his past traumas. It seems like even if we have power, health, and money, that does not transform us in anything so powerful as our imagination often suggests, right? Well guys, that's it for today's video. If you heard something relevant, please support the channel with your like and subscribe. If you think this video can help someone else, please share, and I'll see you next time.